Most people see a plant as a silent object, a decoration, a static piece of greenery that simply exists to be looked at. But what if it was a witness? What if, while you're observing them, they are also experiencing you? In the next few minutes, we're stepping away from ordinary consciousness. We're diving deep into the mind to see what truly lies beneath the surface of our perception. We're here to rediscover a forgotten language, the ancient frequency of plant consciousness. I want to share a simple attunement. Not a new way to breathe, but a way to use your own rhythm to bridge the gap between your awareness and their ancient, rooted intelligence. Beyond the visible world and the silent networks beneath our feet, we are here to remember a bond that was never truly broken. Red Clover, Trifolium pratense. As a student in Herbalism, I follow protocols. For weeks, I drank this infusion daily. It was my medicine, my routine. But the body has a logic that surpasses the mind. One morning, everything changed. As I reached for my cup, a visceral wave of nausea hit me. A physical refusal so sharp it was impossible to ignore. My mind said, "It's just clover." My body said no more. In the silence of the study, I realized I had stopped listening. I was treating the plant like a chemical input, a pill in a glass. But the plant is a living entity. Intuitively, I understood she wasn't nourishing me anymore. In that moment, she was a poison for my specific state. This is the first lesson of consciousness. If you don't listen to the whisper, the plant will eventually start to shout. We suffer from a modern condition called plant blindness. We walk through forests and parks seeing only a green wall. Yet, this background noise is the very foundation of our survival. Over 40% of our modern pharmaceutical arsenal is derived directly from these silent objects. When you take an aspirin, you are consuming the synthesized wisdom of Meadowsweet. Our ancestor knew its power long before we isolated the salicin molecule. When a doctor administers morphine for pain, they are using the potent alchemy of the poppy. We swallow these pills daily, stripping the medicine of its spirit, taking the chemical but forgetting the source. We see plants as immobile and solitary. That is our greatest illusion. They are the most sophisticated alchemists on this planet. Beneath your feet, right now, a revolution is happening. It's a vast fungal intelligence known as the mycorrhizal network, the World Wide Web. It is a nervous system for the Earth. Through this network, trees and plants communicate 24/7. They share carbon with neighbors in need. They feed their saplings, recognizing their own kin in the dark of the soil. When an insect attacks a leaf on one side of the forest, warning signals sent through the mycelium to every tree in the area, allowing them to change their chemical composition to defend themselves. It is a system more complex and resilient than any fiber optic cable we have ever built. The Hermetic truth, hath above, so below, is literal here. To reach higher realms of consciousness, we must first ground ourselves deeply into the matter. We cannot talk to the sky if we ignore the soil. So how do we restart the conversation? Start with the one action we share with almost every living being on this planet: breathing. Right now, I invite you to an attunement. Not to watch your breath like a yoga exercise, but to recognize the breach. When you become aware of this exchange, the monkey mind has no choice but to stop. You are no longer an observer looking at a plant. You are a participant in the network. This is the doorway. This is where the dialogue begins. Finally, we must relearn the art of harvesting. Whether you are picking herbs for a remedy or just buying basil at the grocery store, make it matter. You don't need a full moon ceremony or a complex ritual. You just need intention. Before you cut, or before you cook, acknowledge the life you are holding. A split second of gratitude changes everything. Some might ask, does it change the chemical composition of the plant? I say, you are the master of your own reality. If you harvest with respect, you change how you receive the medicine. You prepare your body to heal. The basil might not chemically smell stronger to a machine, but to your spirit, it will be the most potent scent in the world. When was the last time you truly felt connected to the wild in the middle of your day? Tell me in the comment. Subscribe to the lab. Join the work and let's rebuild the bridge together.